Hello everybody, welcome back to the NBA on Hollywood Sports. Guys, this is the debut of the Seattle Supersonics. You know, I was playing as the Detroit Pistons for you guys that don't know, but we relocated to Seattle and it took us 2 seasons to get the approval by the owners. So I just want to give you a history. We are in our 3rd season, and right now we are 1-1 on the 3rd season. But I wanted to play a few games so you can see our first 2 games were on the road. This is our 3rd game at home in Seattle in Key Arena.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against the Portland Trail Blazers. Checking out the Trail Blazers, a win tonight would make it 3 victories in their first 4 games of the season. That would be a nice little run to start the year. Well, Damian Lillard will be on display tonight, and he's one of the most fearless scorers in the entire league. Kenny, what area do you see for Lillard to grow, take his team to the next level?
Well, I think he's such a great scorer that can't just be the only emphasis. I think when he is able to distribute as well as he's able to score, that takes a lot of focus in a lot of different directions.
You know, in order for him to be the player that everyone wants him to be, he needs to work on his defense. He still has a lot of work in that area. But he can be a streaky shooter at times. But when it's clutch time, you get him the ball, he will make the shot.
That'll do it for us right now. Kevin Harlan standing by with the call, and we will see you later.
All right, everybody, here we come. Here comes the Seattle Supersonics at Key Arena here in Seattle. Welcome to Seattle, everybody.
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
All right, let's do it.
A bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. For the Portland Trail Blazers, they come in off a good outing against Sacramento, and they pulled off a 3-point win in that one. Too close for comfort, but they'll take it.
Oh, way to start us off, baby. Good tip.
They barely hung on at the
end. What pass was that? Oh, we got lucky on that pass. But we make it, baby.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins
come
of the
on.
season.
Did you give us the foul? No, he didn't.
Because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland.
Boom. Oh, good D, good D.
Then it's Henderson. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Aminu in at the 3. It's rebounded by Von.
Oh, man, I thought we had that rebound.
On defense, Seattle coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Let's regroup, guys. Let's get together.
Watching it, it really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooters.
No.
They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Here's Jackson following the score by Damian Lillard. Pass to Swift, picks in a screen. Here's Jackson. And
way to get in there, baby.
That time as it falls. Jackson's got his first points in this one. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I had a chance to catch up with Terry
Stay
Stotts.
with him, Jackson. Stay with him, Jackson.
It's a fun challenge trying to slow down a team that's so cagey.
Damian's trying to take over already.
He said, of course we've done our scouting, but this is the first time we've seen them firsthand this season. So it'll be interesting to see if we can take them out of their sets and slow them down at that end. Guys, they'll have to be solid defensively. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Well, guys, it really makes sense to have their defense.
All right, we're playing good ball right now. Got to keep it going.
It really does. If they can't keep the damage done by those guys to a minimum, then it's going to be a long night.
No secret about that. I mean, when they're able to get into a rhythm shooting the ball, they can put a lot of points on the board in a hurry.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Stanley Johnson. Plumlee with the screen, kicks it to Henderson. 5 to shoot.
Good D, good D. Oh!
Dunk by Aminu.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Hit by Zeller. Passes it to Jackson.
They won't let us get around these picks.
Back to Zeller. Tries it from 19. Plumlee with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. To the inside, Aminu.
We get lost on defense.
Fights to the rim for the layup. Aminu's got his second bucket tonight. For Seattle, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Johnson outside. Back to Jackson. Seattle needs to get off a shot.
Boy!
He's again.
Who is that?
And that's 2 points on the way.
That was Jackson. Why did he scalp that rebound, baby?
Backboards right now. Some hard-earned second chance points.
And Lillard kicks to Plumlee. Off target at the rim.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like
bad
that.
pass.
That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And Lillard kicks to Plumlee.
Good D.
Went in
Good D.
there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
So he bringing that stuff in
Right
here.
to the rim, but the defense there to deter.
I really like that he didn't shy away from the contact at all. I mean, he was determined to get to the basket.
Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of the stadium. What do you think of our arena?
An entirely new group here for Portland. Davis is checked in for Henderson. Anderson comes in for Vonleh. James Johnson's checked in for Al Farouk Aminu. And Trey Burke subbed in for Damian Lillard. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. For Seattle, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Just 2 seconds.
Oh, no!
Game clock.
Boom!
Johnson with the jam.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
Here's Morris. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. It's all tied in Seattle. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years, and he talked about their great fan support in Toronto.
Almost like a soccer atmosphere. I don't know if you've been to a soccer game overseas, but they're just always cheering, rowdy, jumping up and down, waving towels. It's just a great atmosphere, you know, and it's inspirational just to watch the support we have, and it's something that you want to play for the country.
A lot of fans south of the border in the U.S. are surprised when they learn how passionate, Clark, the fans in Toronto can be.
You know, Kevin, that's so true. I mean, when they get it going at the Air Canada Center, that place rocks. And it's great to hear Amir talk about how that pumps him up and makes him want to do it for Canada.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team.
I know they're not doing a clear out.
And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
And it's been gang rebounding. I mean, everybody has done a great job boxing out for him, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
Aaron Baines out there with Johnson. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Dinwiddie in at the
Can't get
two-guard.
no baskets.
That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Now here's Burke. After the miss from Reggie Jackson, it's stolen by Morris.
At least we're playing defense.
Jackson kicks to Dinwiddie. From 10 feet out. And up.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
Johnson the screen. And
Oh, that was
You
nasty.
can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. Their teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime
These Blazers trying to
it's
do
tight,
Z
they're
Nick.
looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder, and that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Lillard's checked in for Portland.
Tell you, man, it's a great slider set, guys.
And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. Morris a screen. Swift covered by Lillard. Morris, no good.
Why can't we get the ball to fall?
A well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it. Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Here's Baines.
Good job, Baines.
Coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post.
Way to make it work for it, baby.
Number one for them right now.
Slow it up, Baines.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. The pass to Swift. Fades back. Johnson with the block. That's out of bounds. Seattle retain possession. Some changes for Seattle. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Zeller comes in for Amir Johnson. And it's Johnson in for Morris. Portland also making some changes. Vonleh comes in for Davis. And it's Aminu in for James Johnson. Hickson hangs on the touchdown.
We need, baby. That's what we need.
Portland trailing here. Lillard outside. To the right side. Here's Burke. And it's good off the back rim and in.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice.
Dinwiddie kicks to Hickson. No good.
Oh, trying to get Hickson to get 2 in a row.
Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. For Seattle, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him
all right,
to cruise in for a
we got all this running and gunning going.
Swift, Burke covering. Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. That's good. Johnson's got 6.
I love the ball.
We're running, baby. We're running.
Silver platter just served him up.
And Lillard gets double teamed. The wide open look here for Vonleh. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Shot clock at 6. From 17 feet out. The shot by Hickson, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. They set the pick. Deep 2 from Anderson. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Man.
And it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
And here's Burke. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Burke's got his second bucket tonight.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Trailblazers leading by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. They started to take control of the game in the second quarter and pulled away nicely, heading into halftime up by 5. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, they're playing some unselfish basketball here tonight, Ernie. Guys aren't trying to take the defense 1-on-5. They're moving the basketball and finding the open man.
Great gameplay. Great gameplay.
It's finishing, so no problem here tonight.
Welcome to the NBA on Hollywood Sports.
Their defense is getting flat out embarrassed.
We shoot for 42%. I'll take that. We got 7 assists, 1 steal.
They had to deal with the team.
We got 3 turnovers, though. I think that's the difference in the game right now.
That's an excuse. You know what? They got to be aggressive. They got to step up on that D. They got to prevent that. They need more effort, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the
Trailblazers shooting
Sports crew.
64%. That's
We're
too
going to
high.
sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Great halftime show.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need
watch
to
our
do
Sonic
over the
girls
break
now.
at halftime. We'll see now if one can
Oh,
pull out
yeah.
away here in the third.
Yeah. Go ahead, girls. Go ahead. Look at that. All right, girls. Good job. Good job. That is the Seattle Supersonic Cheerleaders debut. All right, let's get back to the third quarter. Let's play some basketball.
Here's Lillard. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go.
Stay with him,
Here's
Jackson.
who's on the floor. On the floor for
Good block.
They got Plumlee. Al Farouk and is out there with one. Then it's Henderson, and it's Lillard.
Man, good D.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down.
Oh, good pass. Good pass.
Great way.
Let it start out this half.
Easy layup against some soft D.
Portland leading by 3 to the middle, trying to find Henderson.
Ooh.
Tell you what, he can do a
That
lot
boy's
more
nasty.
to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Jackson passes to Swift. Some nice ball movement here by
Oh.
Swift. Aminu dishes to Lillard. It's Henderson on the wing. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
Man, that foul was late.
That's his first foul.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Both teams deciding to change it up. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Count the bucket. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Johnson. And that one hits back iron.
They really depend on them to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on them, they expect them to make it.
Over to the left wing. Henderson, no one around him. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Portland lead.
Henderson is
You
killing
know what?
us, man.
I think he had
That
to
boy's
call
dunking,
timeout right now
shooting
just
J's
to
and
get his
everything.
guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out. And sometimes the best way to do that is with the timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
Burke, he's checked in for Vonleh. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Morris a screen. Jackson kicks to Morris. Back to Jackson. Pass to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. They need this. And he hits the
shot, Johnson.
Now here's Burke. Davis sets a screen.
But he pick him up, Jackson. Johnson.
1:49 left in the third.
Oh, good D, good hands.
Sets the pick for Henderson. To the paint, the dive for the ball. And the ball goes out of bounds.
We're playing good defense, baby.
And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
6 on the shot clock.
3 seconds, bro.
Off target from three-point range.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now, here is Morris. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. No good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And stolen by
Come on, guys, watch your passes. Watch your passes.
Down low, here's Davis. The rebound by Johnson.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here is Morris. There's a good screen. Good on that shot. Johnson.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Henderson. 9 points in the game so far.
Yes.
And a foul.
Oh, come on, bro.
On the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Johnson trying to take over right now.
He has 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Vonleh's checked in for Plumlee. Anderson comes in for Davis. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Johnson. And Lillard subbed in for Burke. Both good from the line that time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Morris outside. Pass to Swift. There's Dinwiddie. Passes it to Swift. Picks in a screen. Misses off the left eye. The shot by Lillard. Wide open.
Oh, don't try to do that, baby.
Here's Morris.
We don't get the foul.
And we've reached the end of the third. Trailblazers lead by 7. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. The 4th quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Seattle trails by 7. We've got Marcus Morris. Hickson is out there with Zeller, and it's Swift in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. And Portland has possession.
Haven't been to the foul line yet, ref.
Kicks to Vonleh, and stolen by Zeller. And it's good.
Take it hard, baby.
It's the shot and go to the free throw line.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and,
Nice
and
take,
what they've
nice
got
take.
going right now is not getting it done.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Trailblazers?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Boom.
And the first one drops. Davis is checked in for Vonleh. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Seattle trails by 7. Now Jackson. There's Dinwiddie. Now the dish to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Here's Hickson. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Davis. Trailblazers leading by 7. Lillard outside. Davis sets a screen. And Anderson kicks to Davis. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he bangs down the one-hand.
2 very easy points right there for sure.
He'll take those all day.
Outside
Referee's reaching.
Dishes it to Zeller. Back to Jackson. Here's Dinwiddie. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Lillard against Jackson.
Good to cut off that paint.
Lillard left side. Davis sets a screen. Fires for 3. Henderson.
Good board.
Seattle
Run it,
trails
baby.
by
Run it,
6.
baby.
Ring shot on the way. Aminu grabs the miss. Lillard against Jackson. Lillard the pass to Anderson. Releases from 15. And now Farouk Aminu gets the whistle that time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Johnson, he's checked in for Zeller. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Portland. Burke comes in for Gerald Henderson. For Seattle, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Jackson kicks to Hickson. From 16 feet away.
Shot, Hickson.
Passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous.
They're ahead by 4. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Terry Stotts as he addressed his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Al Farouk Aminu. He's checked in for Portland. Henderson comes in for Burke. And that was
good D. That was good D.
Henderson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Henderson's dominating, man.
Offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Ball's knocked loose. Swift, the pass to Jackson.
Come on out. Come on out.
1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Portland grabs the miss. Plumlee's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Lillard dishes to Henderson.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not.
Come on, Ralph, call some fouls, man.
Any empty possessions, they've got to recycle everything, partner. It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
Lillard attacking. Here's Plumlee.
Good D. Good D.
The pass to Swift. Sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
And an intentional foul right there. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Conley's checked in.
We're getting better, baby. We're getting better.
Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
And that's an intentional foul.
Boom.
The first, that puts them up by 5.
Come on, you got to miss one of these. Come on now.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Oh, man. Turnovers has killed us. We were in this game.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first.
Oh, Lillard's tired. When they showed that
picture.
picture of that Gatorade, he must be thirsty. He's tired. You see, they show that Gatorade right there at his feet. Miss it, miss it.
good. 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Over to the wing. Lets the three fly. Henderson pulls it in.
Sorry,
they go to the intentional foul.
At the line, Gerald Henderson. At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Seattle calls timeout. They're down by 8. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Henderson's going to get player of the game, man. He just dominated this game.
This one's out of reach. I don't know what they're thinking with this timeout.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game. Who knows? But let's just get out of here.
Burke with it.
All right, guys, this game is over. I hope you enjoyed it. The debut of the Seattle Supersonics.
And so it's
if you like the video, go ahead and hit that like button, guys. Show your support, hit that like button if you did like the video. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more Seattle Supersonics, guys. Again, I hope you enjoyed their debut.
Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke.
We're going to look at their stats.
Well, Gerald, we often hear coaches talking about chemistry and focus. What's the key right now mentally for this team and how you guys approach each game?
You know, it's just something, you know, you just got to stick with it. You know, we come here every day ready to work and compete every night. So, you know, it's good that, you know, we're playing well and we want to keep it going.
Congratulations, Gerald. Thank you so much, guys.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the chart. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
It's all about the production. I mean, nothing really fazed this guy tonight. He was the primary option. They needed a bucket. He delivered. He didn't have any problem scoring. They never really had a way to slow him down. Come on.
Yeah, he did it all.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
I'm going to go over the stats real quick, guys. All right. Obviously, we know the points. Field goals, we shot 42%. You know, I can accept that, man. I think the Trailblazers was just on fire. They shot 50%. Three-pointers, they shot 30. We got 3 out of 7, 43%. We did good with our three-pointers. Free throws, we only had 1 free throw. We weren't getting no fouls. Fast break points, we had 6. They had 6. Points in the paint, we played really well in the paint. We had 18 to their 16. Second chance points, I thought we played well. We got some offensive rebounds. We got 5, they got 2. Our bench points were pretty good. We got 11. We have 13 assists, so we are sharing the basketball. Offensive rebounds, we got 1. Defensive rebounds, we got 15. I think we hit the boards pretty good. We had 3 steals. They had 6 steals. I think that was really the difference in the game, as we had those turnovers, man. We had too many turnovers. They had 6 steals, man. We can't be giving the ball up like that. But we had 2 blocks. It shows we had those 6 turnovers. and there were 4 points off those turnovers. Team fouls, we had 8. But we were playing hard, though. We were playing hard on defense, even though we were a little bit too aggressive. But I like the way we played. Our biggest lead was 4. Our time of possession, we beat them. We had 8 minutes and 36 seconds. And I thought we played well, guys. We made some mistakes. We're learning, but we're going to get better. I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, until next time, everybody, I am Hollywood Sports. And I want to say thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Since I was knee high to a grasshopper, get money.